foul in my book, but there you go. It's been given. Second goal for Cañelas. We're past the 10-minute mark, and the host nation lead by 2. Lauga looking for the line. That was clever play, sucked in 2 defenders as Guardiola moved across. He tried to get the ball in to the line, but it's a yellow card for Makeda. Holding on to Toft Hansen. Lauga Schmidt, newcomer to the team after the European Championships a year ago. Lauga Schmidt, Hansen, beautiful. And that's why he was World Player of the Year in 2011. Dummies the shot, takes the ball around, and under a lot of pressure, being pushed off balance, beats Sterbik. It was a close-run thing at the Olympic Games when, in the group stages, Denmark just beat Spain 24-23. So in the end, it was a happier experience for Spain, the Olympics, than for Denmark. Cañelas again. Well, the defence stood up in this time. Toft Hansen, who's normally very quick to go out and latch on, stayed back, and Cañelas just accepted the invitation. Both these teams went out in the quarter-final of the Olympic Games, but they've been close encounters, and we've got a 2-minute suspension. Bit of a surprise look by Antonio Garcia, but he's been sent off. There's why. Hard collision. Hit Senegal as he came in. He's saying, well, I took him on my chest. It's not the way the Slovenian referees have seen it, and while this attack's ongoing, I can tell you down the other end, Denmark have changed keeper. Yannick Green, newcomer to the team, is in. Fumble of the ball. Spain have possession. Rojas quickly up the court. Guardiola, saved by Green. Into the wing, but there's no space for the competition's top scorer, Eggert, on the far side, waiting his chance. Just need a bit of floor mopping. Well, the last time these... Eggert saved by Green, incidentally. The last time that Spain beat Denmark in an official competition was at Euro 2006 in the semi-final, 34-31. Although Spain had beaten Denmark in a friendly since there, under Valero Rivera, who took over in 2009. But that's the only victory he's got under his belt against them. Otherwise, Denmark beat them not only in London at the Olympics, but also at Euro 2012 in the semi-final last year, and 2 years ago in the semi-final of the World Championship. Søndergaard into Hans Lindberg, off, way wide. Well, Lindberg came into the semi-final with an 85% success rate on his shooting. You had it, actually, by his standards, a very poor semi-final. Stats dropped back down to 77%, and that's just uncharacteristic of him. 13 minutes played in the final, and still Spain lead by 2. Oh, the ball's loose. Everyone looked around, and while they were trying to work out what had happened, Valero Rivera scores. Score short-handed, just when Denmark need to be putting the pressure on and taking advantage of the power play. Ball's intercepted. Great defence by the Spaniards. Oh, straight in this time by Rivera. Rushed it. Green makes his second save in goal. Danish keeper who plays for Bjerringbro. No luck at the other end for Denmark's Jesper Nudisborg, who's just replaced Toft Hansen on the line. Well, a little bit wasteful with their shooting all of a sudden, the the Danes, 56% success rate. Spaniards on 62. They've had the chances, just haven't put them away, Denmark. The captain's on, Entrerios, but it's an attacking foul by Aguinagalde. Green looks for a quick pass. He's found Lindberg. Lindberg decides not to shoot. Instead, it's Mikkel Hansen defending inside the area. Penalty. Lindberg could have tried to shoot. Instead, Hansen goes in. And as Makeda barges into him, it's a close call. Sterbik then saved 3 penalties from 9 so far in the competition, but he's up against Eggert, who scored 23 out of 24. And he's still only missed the one in the whole competition. Sends Sterbik the wrong way, and shot next to his standing leg brings the deficit back to within 2. (8-6), and we're just past the midway point in the first half. Rivero's gone into the centre now, trying to find the line. Oh, beautifully done, but inside the area by Rojas, the 30-year-old winger, one of the 7 players in the Spanish side who play for Barcelona. And now it's Danish ball again. Denmark, who have Nudisbo on the line, number 15, who himself plays for Barcelona. Big hero here in this city. But today, just for once, we'll be wishing him no success at all, the home fans. So into the central role for Denmark comes Bo Spelleberg, hugely experienced player, 193 caps, 286 goals. That's the most experienced player in the Danish side. Makeda fouls, it's a free throw. Denmark keep possession, 16.5 minutes played in the final. Good defence by Spain, though, so aggressive. They are really trying to disrupt the crossovers at the back. Eggert, and he's found a way through. Bench on their feet. Not much of an angle. Mikkel Hansen set him up. He dives towards the middle. Just managed to take off on the back of Rojas before he closed the line. And it just gave him enough space to smuggle it through. 1 goal in it. And Rojas is going to be changed. What an embarrassment of choices for Spain at the right-back position. Rojas with 34 goals and an 82% success rate. Makes way for Thomas with 34 goals as well, although a less success rate, 63% only. And that said, Thomas doesn't take penalties. Rocas's tally is boosted a little. Free throw for Spain. For the moment, at least, the captain, Alberto Entrerios, 36 years of age, the most experienced player. Not on the score sheet yet. 229 internationals for the Spanish number 2. 693 goals. Here he is, fumbles the ball a little. It's getting clumsy now. Very closed angle. Oh, mistake by Green. He'll be annoyed with himself for that one. Very closed. And not only that, but he lobs it over him. He's 195. Rivera's second goal. Bo Spelleberg goes in on the line, trying to flatten it, but instead Nudisbo steps on the line and gives possession away again. 18.5 minutes coming up now. Moros stays in the attack for the moment. Oh, good save by Green off the shot by Entrerios. And Mulgaard staying on for the moment. And it looks like he will be substituted off. So for Denmark at the moment, Bo Spelleberg and Søndergaard are not being used in defence. Deep defence by the Spaniards waiting at the 9-metre line. And they've done very well to disrupt the back play by Denmark so far. They're constantly switching between who they're marking. Oh, an awkward bounce, and that's a lucky goal Entre Rios can't quite believe it. It seemed to be such a slow shot in the end, but it was a bit of a deflection. And Senegal will claim it though. Oh, and Rivera can't believe it. He thought that was going to be picked up and they'd be straight down the other end. 3 from 3 for the right back Senegal. Rodriguez into the centre, finds Aguinaldo nearly, but Kasper Nielsen just manages to steal the ball almost out of his hand. Free throw though, still in possession. Entre Rios, Makeda. No space on the wing though for Thomas. Aguinaldo, and defending inside the area by Kasper Nielsen. He looks behind and curses. It's his mistake, he knows it. Tried to duck down, but he was still standing inside, it wouldn't have helped. So Canellas will take it. He scored 2 from 2 in the competition so far. Green saved 5. And he makes it 3 from 3, Canellas. 4th of the game for him. Dropped at 93 kilometers an hour, that penalty, and it gives them a 2-goal lead as we're well inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. So Markussen is on now for Denmark, not to work alongside Mikkel Hansen, as is so often be the case, but instead of Mikkel Hansen. 2 meters and 12. He is the tallest player in the competition, together with Montoro, who's in the Spanish bench but hasn't been on court yet. Toft Hansen couldn't get the ball, the break is on. There's 3 attackers queuing up. No mistake. Rivera gets his 3rd. And it's untidy attacking by the Danes, who are just not concentrated today in attack. Too many mistakes. Markussen shoots, it comes off a defender though, it will be a throw-in from the corner. Well, Denmark played textbook against Croatia in the semi-final. Went into a 6-1 lead right at the beginning, from which the Croatians never recovered. And that's an attacking foul. Here today though, Spain have really rattled them. Entre Rios, too many steps it seems. Yes. It's given us an attacking foul. Valero Rivera urging his players to get back in defence quickly. Oh, stolen, too close. Entre Rios gets another chance if the ball will pick up for him. And he does. 3 in succession for Spain. 3-goal lead restored. The crowd in raptures. Desperately trying to get that ball to bounce. Slams it on the ground next to Green's foot. And Alberto Entre Rios, who plays for Nantes in France, a veteran of 5 World Championships already. Leads to the return of Mikkel Hansen, another great save by Stanvik off Toft Hansen, and it's another break by Spain. Makeda! Oh, they are racing away. Goal number 2 for Makeda. What a run, and Denmark in disarray in attack. They simply can't settle the pace down at all. The Spanish defence working to perfection. And they've been trying all kinds of combinations across the back with Lauga and Spillerberg, Senegal. Back at the moment, they've used every single one of their back players in the opening 23 or so minutes of the match. And still can't get a rhythm going as the Spanish defence, which is ostensibly playing 6-0, but actually pushing right up and playing on the 9-metre line, is completely disrupting the play. And what they're doing is they're alternating. They're occasionally pushing up and marking either the right back or the centre player to disrupt the play and effectively isolate one of the back players and force them into a long-range effort. And what they needed in particular was a good performance by Stervik, and they're getting it. There is the keeper, so play resumes, and they've used up 2 of their team timeouts already now, the Danes. But 1 left in the second half. So they try this combination that has worked with Markussen. From 9 meters out, that went in. 24-year-old who plays in Spain for Atletico Madrid. Given a little bit too much space, but then you don't expect that kind of long-range missile coming in from 9 meters out. Brings to an end a 4-goal run. Little handoff. Thomas! Oh, off the underside of the bar. It stayed out though. Green's got it. Mikkel Hansen looks for options as he comes down the court. Played a huge game in the semi-final, Hansen. Mulgaard, well blocked as he tries to look for the shot. Done by Moros, number 24, the defence specialist. One of the Barcelona players. Over 100 caps to his name, the central defender, working alongside Cañelas. So the Nudisbook experiment on the line is stopped, and René Toft Hansen still there in attack, and we're going to have a yellow card for some holding going on René Toft Hansen, and it's Cañelas. He's immediately substituted with Guardiola. That is intentional. They've been doing that throughout the game. Blocked off Markussen, and Entre Rios is away to Thomas. 14-9. Oh, he's locked wide, Eggert. He could do no wrong so far in the tournament. But today the wingers are off colour. Ulrik Wilbeck looks away, despondent. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Spain have a 5-goal lead. They've made the perfect start here, racing into a 3-0 lead, and Denmark have never been allowed the time to get into their rhythm. As much as anything else, it's mistakes in attack that are costing the Danes at the moment, not only because they're not scoring, but they're being hit on the fast break. They've conceded 5 already. Cañelas, number 5. Mikkel Hansen, attacking foul as he runs through. Good defending by Thomas, closed the door quickly. Well, is it going to be heartbreak for the second World Championship final run-in for Denmark, who lost in double extra time against France 2 years ago? But there's still time. Look at that, the 5 fast breaks. I was just talking about how the mistakes in attack are costing Denmark. Could have been worse, but they have conceded 5 fast breaks out of that haul of 15 goals in the first half. Oh, big angle for the wing. Comfortable lob over Niklas Landin. The captain has gone back in goal and smiles all round in the arena. Rivera gets his 4th. 16-9. Can the Danes recover mentally from this? They've just conceded another run of 3 goals. It's effectively a 7-1 exchange since Søndergaard scored. And again, mistakes. Passes that don't help, or not directed in the right place. And Ulrik Wilbeck, only his first of the game. Lindberg, who plays in Germany for Hamburg. He's actually the top scorer in the German Bundesliga with 146 goals, 54 of them penalties. He's also third top scorer in the Champions League. So Cañelas has shifted to the left-back position. Entre Rios in the centre. Here he comes, looks for a chance. The defence opened up in front of him and he just helps himself. 2 minutes to go. Well, a fantastic atmosphere here in the Palau Sant Jordi in Barcelona. A 7-goal lead, can you believe it? Lauger Schmidt has now gone into attack at the right-back position. As Markussen just can't find the target, second shot goes wayward. And Ulrich Wilbeck, well, I think his face says it all. As Sterbeek, a little wry smile, I think, flashed across his face there. Spaniards in no hurry now. It's going to take something really special for the Danes to turn this one around now. Just tips wide. Give a let off for the Danes. Landin puts it back in play again. Mulgaard. Oh, straight into the keeper. Comfortable for Sterbeek, who decides not to launch it down the court. There's less than a minute to go. They'd rather make this a long attack and look to try and score as late as they can. Ulrich Wilbeck, what can he do? So many technical mistakes by the Danes in the first half. Their attack simply isn't there. Nudesbo in defence there stands up in front of his players, and you can almost see him saying to them, we've got to really pick up. And no surprise that Spain call a team timeout to try and buy a little bit of time off that clock. 33 seconds remaining, and that team timeout called now will probably give them those last 33 seconds if they want to stretch the attack that long. Well, absolutely no one would have predicted a 7-goal lead either way, for that matter, in this match. But I think really not for Spain either. Despite playing at home, Denmark has been the standout team here. And I think it was widely believed that if they played anything like they did against Croatia in the semi-final, no one could get near them. But as I said earlier, this is a final, and anything can happen in a final. And of course, the home nation have really come out of the blocks, firing on all cylinders. Garcia, Cañelas and Guardiola scoring 3 goals to get them straight off into a lead and force Denmark into calling a very early team timeout after only 4 minutes and 40 seconds. It seemed to stabilise them initially as Denmark battled their way back. But then, I'm afraid, since midway through this second half, they have only managed to score 3 times while conceding 8 goals. And in that time, Spain are just pulling away. They're trying to move the ball straight down the middle, but the Spanish defence, 6-0, so it's covering the wings, but with good depth. Very good work rate. But they're on the attack now. 10 seconds to go. Yes, that's another one. Aquina Gaudi. 18-10. Well, what an amazing turnaround here in the World Championship final. The Spanish are defending as if their lives depend on it, and at half-time are leading 18-10 against Denmark. Well, Denmark have just not been allowed to play their game. The Spanish tactics, mostly in defence, absolutely outstanding. They are completely disrupting the back line of the Danes, who can't get Mikkel Hansen and Søndergaard and the others moving the ball around at the back. And under pressure, they're making mistakes, and they've been hit by 5 fast breaks. It could have been worse. And Entre Rios, the captain, goes off, poker-faced, but I'm sure inside feeling, well, we couldn't have done it any better if we tried in the first half. For Denmark, well, if they can turn this around, it'll show some amazing strength of character. But trust me, they'll give it everything they can. So here the stats then, 69% success rate on the shooting for Spain, but Denmark only 46%. And it's those 9 turnovers at the bottom which are costing them 5 fast breaks off the back of that. And that's where it's going. And even though the Danish keeper is on a 28% save rate, 7 saves, Sterbeek's only made 3, it's because the defence is working so well that actually they're covering for him. So at the moment, that's where they're winning it. The Spaniards disrupting the Danish attack, taking the ball off them and moving it up, scoring either on the fast break or in phase 2 attacks. And Denmark just have to cut out those mistakes in the second half. Wow, what a game.